Good morning, children. Let us start our online sessions. Like last year, we are not able to move on to our classroom. As you know, this pandemic is spreading very fast and we should be careful about this disease. So, always stay safe inside your home. So, now we will move on to the physics lesson. So, in your textbook, you have your science textbook. In your textbook, there are biology, chemistry, and physics mixed in it. Of that, the first physics lesson is the fourth lesson. And the fourth lesson is heat and temperature. So, you know the term heat as well as temperature. So, what is temperature? You know, when you touch your body, if you feel hot, then we can say we have high temperature. Or when you touch a piece of ice, then it feels cold. That means it is having lower temperature. So the first question is it reliable that when you touch an object and say whether it is hot, too hot, or it is cold or too cold? So simply by touching an object, you cannot really say whether an object is or how much the hot that object is or how much cold that object is. For that, we are defining temperature. So in your textbook, there is an activity given. You can read the activity. It is very simple. There are 3 bowls, A, B, and C. And first one, in the bowl A, cold water is poured. In the bowl B, normal water is poured. And in the bowl C, hot water is poured. Then what happens? Or then what is asked to do? Dip your right hand in bowl A. Bowl A contains cold water. When you dip your right hand in bowl A, you can feel cold or your fingers will feel cold. Then dip your left hand on bowl C. Then what happens? When you dip your left hand on bowl C contains hot water and so you will feel hot. But can you tell where if you dip your after dipping this right hand in the cold water and your left hand in the hot water, if you dip it in the middle bowl, can you say whether it is hot or cold or how much hot or cold it is? No. So simply by touching, we cannot say whether an object is or how much hot an object is or how much cold an object is. So for determining the hotness or coldness of an object, we use a new term that is known as temperature. So temperature is defined as the degree of hotness or coldness of an object. So it is given clearly in your textbook. Temperature is defined as the measure of degree of hotness or coldness of an object. Then what is given? An object having higher temperature is said to be hot and an object having lower temperature is said to be cold. Now, you have to measure temperature. How will you measure temperature? You might have studied. For measuring temperature, we have certain devices. And what's the name of the device? And that device is known as thermometers. Haven't you heard about thermometers? Yes, we have heard about thermometers. Not only that, we have seen also thermometers while we are having fever and when we go to a doctor, the doctor checks our temperature, isn't it? How does he test our temperature? Merely by touching us? No, it is by using a thermometer. So, we have to study about thermometer. So, before studying about thermometer, we have to study about what is a thermometer or how a thermometer works. So, Thermometer is otherwise known as temperature scale. In your textbook it is given a temperature scale. So a temperature scale is used to measure the temperature quantitatively and accurately. What do you mean by quantitatively? Quantitatively means using a temperature scale, you can measure the temperature in numbers. That is, when you go to a doctor and if he uses a temperature scale or a thermometer and he says, oh, it is 100 degree Fahrenheit. That means you are getting the temperature in quantity, 100 degree Fahrenheit. That is meant by quantity. And accurately. Accurately means correctly. So a temperature scale is one which is used to determine the temperature correctly. Usually a temperature scale has a lower fixed point and an upper fixed point. The lower fixed point is usually taken as a freezing point of water. What is the freezing point of water? It is 0 degree Celsius. So 0 degree Celsius is taken as the lower point and the upper point is taken as the upper fixed point. Upper fixed point is usually the boiling point of water. What is the boiling point of water? Boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. So the lower fixed point is taken as 0 degrees Celsius and upper fixed point is the boiling point of water. So a temperature scale, a glass scale is taken. It is first dipped in ice. And whatever substance is taken in that temperature scale. Usually in a temperature scale there will be mercury taken. And when it is dipped in ice, this mercury rises up and it will come to a point. And that point is marked as 0 or the lower fixed point. Then this temperature scale or the thermometer is taken. It is dipped in boiling water. Boiling water has very much heat. So what happens? The mercury rises up. The mercury rises up and then it comes to a point. And that point is taken as the upper fixed point. So you know how this lower fixed point and upper fixed point is calculated. First, the thermometer is dipped in ice. So the mercury shows a reading there. That is marked as the lower fixed point. And the thermometer is taken, cleaned, and then it is kept in boiling water. When it is kept in boiling water, you can see the mercury rising up. And the mercury comes to a point, and that point is taken as a upper fixed point. And the length between these 2 points are divided equally, each being 1 degree. That is the distance between the lower fixed point and upper fixed point. You know your scale, isn't it? Your ruler, it has many divisions. It has many small lines inside. Similarly, in the thermometer also, the distance between the lower fixed point and upper fixed point is divided into small markings, and it is measured as and it is denoted as degree. If the temperature scale is kept on your body, then you can see that this mercury rises upwards and it will be about 37 degrees Celsius or 36 degrees Celsius in your, if you keep the thermometer in your body. So, temperature scale helps us to measure the temperature very accurately. It has a lower fixed point and an upper fixed point, and the distance between the 2 points is divided equally. Each measurement is termed as degree. Understood? So this is all we have for today's session. We will continue in the next class. Thank you.